We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Stoudemire. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Not often you see him take that shot.
4-3.
And here are the Bulls now, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Here's Rose. And it's Wade with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Inside, here's Bosh. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Bosh has got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Butler. He had 16 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Dragic. Winslow with it. He's up against Gasol. Bosh, no one around him. And the Heat, another 3.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Rose against Dragic. Shoots from 12. Rose with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wade can't hit.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That's good. Portis has got 6.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Dishes to Stoudemire. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Dragic the pass to Bosh. He dishes it to Wade. Back to Bosh. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. 8 points for Chris Bosh.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
The half-court bomb falls off target. The Heat leading by 3. Winslow wide open. He fires. Kept alive.
Bosh has been having his way out there. He's already up to 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Gibson comes in for Portis. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Moore subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Rose against Johnson. Noah kicks to Mirotic. Just 5 on the clock. Noah dishes to Gibson. Can they get it? And that's off the glass and in. Noah's got his first 2 points. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Johnson outside. Bosh the screen. Johnson a wide open look. Again the miss by the Heat.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Beyond the arc. Mirotic's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. Richardson the pass to Bosh. To the inside. And it's blocked by Mirotic. 36 seconds left to play in the first. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy. Not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for? This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his second bucket. And stolen by Richardson. Green inside the three-point line. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Miami ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And before the game, we heard from Chris Bosh. While they're taking it one game at a time, he definitely sees the big picture. Chris Bosh has become one of the wise old men of the NBA with his long and very successful career. Clark, there's a lot to be said for knowing what's coming and knowing how to handle it.
Well, he is indeed one of the elder statesmen of the league with his 2 rings and dozen-plus years, but he's also a very smart player to begin with. High IQ. Combine those 2 things, and you sometimes get 21 and 7, like Bosh is still delivering for Miami.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Bulls. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Noah is out there with Portis, and it's Moore in at the point. Now here's Wade. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's McDermott after the Heat pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Portis. Launches a 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now here's McDermott, guarded closely. Kick out to Moore for the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Outside, Dragic jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Noah. Chicago's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Portis. Butler from outside. There's the pass to Portis. Shoots the 3. And another shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Pau Gasol's checked in for Portis. Mirotic comes in for McDermott. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Now here's Bosh. 10 points for him.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Here's Noah. He has 7. Down low. It's stolen by Dragic. There's Winslow, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Rose hits to Gasol. Butler in the corner. Good. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Dragic. Jimmy Butler making his last shot.
2 minutes, 2
Clock at 4. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And another basket for Miami.
Assist from Goran Dragic. Timeout for the Bulls.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy. Coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3 or just taking it to the rack himself.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Justin Holiday comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Johnson, good.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Mirotic distributed that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. .52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The drive by Green, and it's blocked by Mirotic. And they get it back.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The feed to Gasol. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Gibson against Johnson. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Heat ball.
And Miami making a change here. Richardson for 3. That's good. Richardson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
We've been going back and forth, partner. It's been really, really tight so far.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 1. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, give us your perspective on...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Winslow. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 spot.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. Nice D from Rose.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nice shot by Portis. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Dragic. And he can't bank that one in. The kick out to Rose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. He hits both from the stripe.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
90 seconds now into the second half.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Wade. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
In the corner, Winslow with it, trying his luck deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Stoudemire. The Bulls leading by 4. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The kick out to Rose. Here's Portis. 11 points in the game. From down in the low post, it goes.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. That's now 8 points for Joe Johnson.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Tony Snell comes in for Doug McDermott. Morris checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. There's the dish to Gibson. Back to Brooks. In the corner, Snell with it. Pass to Brooks. Shot from 12. And the shot is good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Dragic off the drive. There's Winslow. A three-pointer off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The Heat trail by 6. Dragic kicks to Wade. He feeds it to Bosh. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Hit. Shooting one.
And some changes here for the Heat. Green, he's checked in for Winslow. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason, but fortunately it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Boy, it's been a great game for Johnson tonight. He has 8 points and a steal. You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone, and I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Outside Gibson. Back to Brooks. And Moore kicks to Brooks. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Here's Johnson. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his first 2 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Outside Bosh. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brooks, the pass to Gibson to stop the run. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Back to Richardson. Off with the layup. Kicks it to Snell. To the middle. Here's Gibson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gibson's got 8 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Heat out front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll have this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Now here's Rose. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Doug McDermott is out there at Portis. And it's Gasol at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Rose passes to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And that is good. Dragic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Miami.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Outside Butler. Feeds to McDermott. Fires for 3. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wade against Rose. Wade dishes to Winslow. Misses off the left iron. Bulls trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Portis. Connects from 3-point range.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And the Heat call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
Here's Bosch. He kicks it to Stoudemire, and Gasol sends it back to the left side wing. Here's Portis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Miami trails. Bosch, the screen. Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Rose. Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Gasol attacking. That's good.
Well, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Rose against Dragic. Dishes to Wade. Back to Dragic. Three-pointer. The shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Snell. And it's Chicago scoring again. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Dragic. Another miss by Dragic.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Gasol kicks to Snell. Magnificent rejection. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. And here are the Bulls now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Portis. Shot is off. Nice D from Bosch. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. All sorts of time. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Rose hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
It's stolen by Rose. Oh!
Hey, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. No good from Bosch. Gasol, a chance here to get a quick injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Taj Gibson's injury. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Gibson comes in for Portis. E'Twaun Moore is checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. From deep. That's good from McDermott on the assist from Moore. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for them during the run.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 9. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. Wade against Moore. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bosch. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 9. 1:21 left in the game. .21 left to play in the final quarter. And Mirotic kicks it to Noah. 11 feet away, and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Heat trail by 9. And here's Dragic. Here's Bosch to help the run and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Bulls leading by 6. The drive by Brooks. It's stolen by Dragic.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. So he gets them both.
D-Wade playing well. He has 8 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
And he commits the intentional foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Outside Bosch. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Connects from downtown. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Green. Pull-up jumper. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the side.